Hello guys, Raphael is my name, and in this tutorial you'll be learning how to build a one-page website with CAD. Whether you're trying to build a personal profile website or a landing page website for your business, CAD is a platform that allows you to build beautiful, fast and responsive one-page website. Not just that, it is very easy to use for non-techies. But before we get started, I would really appreciate you smash the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, so when I drop amazing tutorials like this, you will not be left behind. So, without wasting much of our time, let's get started. To start building our CAD.co website, the first thing we need to do is to get our custom domain name. So to get our custom domain name, we need to go to our web browser and type in gloryoslar.com/namecheap. So we'll be redirected to Namecheap web page. Now I'm recommending Namecheap because they offer the cheapest domain name registration. For as low as $9 you can get your domain name registered. So when you go to this search bar and type in the domain name you want to use, for instance cardwebsite.com, then you search. So if the domain name you want to register is not available, you can see mine is available, so I can register it now. So if the domain name you want to register is not available, all you need to do is try different names and till you find the one that's available. So when you come up with the name that is available, you can see it just cost about $8.98 for the first year, and subsequent year we go for about $14, which is not bad. I feel like this is the cheapest you can find around. So once you come up with the name that is available, then you click on add to cart. So you come down here, you check out. Alright, so it's just less than $10 here. So one of the advantages of registering your domain name with Namecheap is that your privacy is going to be free forever. You understand? Which means that nobody can be able to detect you are the owner of this domain name. Do you understand? So you won't be bothered at all. You can see it's free forever. So you just need to confirm your order. So you can sign up here. You can create your account. In my case, I already have an account with Namecheap. So let me sign in. So I just need to put my bank details here and check out, and I'm good to go. So yes, welcome to CAD.co website. As you can see, this is CAD.co official website, and they are also using a one-page website. So they are not just offering you the chance to build a one-page website with them, they are using their one-page website themselves. So you can see simple and clean, build something beautiful. So you have two options here: choose a starting point or login. You can log in if you have an account with them already, but if you don't, you can choose a starting point. So you'll be offered some templates here. You can see if you are trying to build a personal profile page, all right, something simple like this. Let's check out this demo. Okay, something like this. Probably you're trying to link your Instagram to a page like this, or your YouTube, so a page like this. So if you're trying to build a portfolio website too, there are tons of templates for you to choose from. That means you don't have to build from scratch, which makes a lot of sense. So you have the form to probably are trying to collect email list. So you can use any of these templates and you're good to go. Landing page. So that's about it. Yes, so I've signed up successfully, so I'm logged into my dashboard. Now the amazing thing about CAD.co is that you'll be offered 7 days free trial. You don't have to add your card, you don't have to do anything. 7 days free trial to test out their pro version, because really you won't be able to use this service if you don't register for the pro version. So the pro version is as cheap as $9 per year, you know. So with $19, $10 for your domain name, then $9 for the card.co, you are good to go. And the pro plus is as much as $49, which is not bad also, but you won't be needing this. I don't know, only if you're a web designer or whatever. I don't know, you, because you don't need that much. So this is it. Now I'm using the 7-day free trial, and with that we can quickly build our website and get going. The amazing thing is you don't even have to add your card, so you can test it out. So to let's see, let me show you. Okay, as you can see, I'm on the free trial right now. Yeah, pro trial, can you see that? So to start building our website, we just need to go to these 4 boxes here, then click on new sites. So I can choose to use any of these templates, but I won't be using the template because I want you to understand how to really build the website if you need be. Or even if you are trying to use a template, it's important that you are able to tweak it and adjust it to exactly what you want it to look like. So for that reason, I'll be building from scratch. So to build from scratch, I have to go to this icon up here. I'll click on this icon which says skip this step and start from scratch. So we are starting from scratch. Let's go. Yes, so this is what we have. We are starting from scratch, and you can see everything looks so plain. So it's our job to start building now. So the first thing we want to do is to change our background. As you can see, we have this grayish background, and it's not that interesting, so we need to change this background, and we can change it to what we like. So to change the background, you just click any part of the background, then this comes out. Okay, we can choose a solid color, you know, whatever color. If you have a color in mind, you can go for it. All right, or if you have a color code, just insert it here. You can decide to use a gradient color. All right, gradient color. You can put your image here. We can decide to use image, so we can just upload an image there. You understand? So let me just upload an image for tutorial purpose. Let's see. Let me just upload this. Okay, you can see this now. So we can decide to leave there, but I'm not going to be using image. I would prefer we use a solid color. Then you can add the video too if you are trying to add the video background and the slideshow. Alright, so it's as basic as card.co is in a way. It offers a lot of options, you know, and that makes it so interesting to use. So I'll be using a solid color, white. Alright, so I'll just drag it up here, plain white, then done. No, I'm not done yet. I need to do something else. You can decide to add patterns. Okay, so lines, there's a lot of patterns you can use. You can do this. So what I'll be doing is I'll be using this zigzag. Okay, so you can decide to increase the size or reduce the size. So I'll be increasing it up to 80%. Let me put it at 80. Alright, and you can increase the thickness, but I don't need to increase the thickness. I don't need that, so I'll be leaving it on 1. Alright, then you click done. It's really that simple. So once you are done with the background, the next thing you want to do is start adding text. So the first thing I'll do here is to add text. The next thing to do is to add text. So I will put my my title here. Okay, Glory Osla. Alright, then I can decide to make it bolder. So to make it bolder, you can see the format here. The format to make it bolder is to just add 2 stars before the text, then 2 stars after the text. So I'll do that. I'll add 2 stars after the text first. Okay, then I'll add 2 stars before the text. Okay, you can see it's bold now. So I want to make it bigger. I want to increase the size. So to increase the size of our text, all you have to do is go to this icon that looks like a brush, you click on it, then we can see size there, then we can increase the size. So I'll be increasing to something like 4. Okay, 4 is good. Then I want to change this font, this text font. So to do that, I'll go to font here. Now look for Poppins. I like the Poppins font very much. So okay, this looks good. Now what I want to do next is add an image. So to add an image, you just click on this plus icon. Literally every element you need is under this plus. You just need to click plus and look for the elements you need. So I'll be adding image. Okay, you can see this image. Then this image looks like it's taking a rectangular shape. So to do that, okay, let's add the image first of all. So I just add my logo here. Okay, accept it. You'll be able to notice if it's rectangular or circular. So let's change this logo first. Let me use a picture of a lady here. Okay, accept. You can see it's in a rectangular form. Let's assume I want to make it circular. So you go to appearance, this same brush looking icon, you click on it, then put it on circular. Okay, I don't like this circle, it's way too wide. Okay, that's it anyway. So but I want to leave it on the logo, so I'll change it back to the logo. Okay, then I accept it. Now I want to do something now, which is to put the logo above the text. So to do that, I can just drag the logo and put it above. You can see the logo is above now. And what else? The next thing is to add a little bit of text down below here. So to do that, I'll just click on this icon again, then add text. Just that I don't want the text to look like, I don't want it to look like this header now. I want it to be something smaller, like a title text. So I want to get some dummy text now. Don't mind me, I'm too lazy to come up with text to put there. So let me just put random text from here, copy this, then I'll come to this text, then I can easily place it there. Great. But I don't want it to be as big as this. This is way too big. So what I'll do is to come to this icon again, then reduce it, and reduce it as much as I want. Okay, that looks good. Then I can even change the font because I don't want it to be the same font with this. So to change the font, I'll go to font and put it on default, the default font. Alright, taking shape. That's great. Now what I want to do next is I want to add some social icons below here, below our text. So to add a social icon, guess where we are going to go? Come on, guess. Of course you are right. So we are going to go to this plus element. Then we had social icons. The default one is going to be the email, so we can add Instagram now. Okay, so we can decide to put our Instagram address here, https instagram.com/glory Osla. Great. Then you can just add that. Done. Oh, let's add some more. So just to add some more, we just click on this icon, then we just go below and click add. This time we want to add YouTube. YouTube. All right, so we can just add our YouTube address here too. Let's say youtube.com/. Okay, let's just say leave it at youtube.com. So that's it. Then we can click done. All right, so let's rearrange it. I want the YouTube to come first, so let's put it like this. Am I doing it right? Okay, YouTube comes first. Instagram, I want the Instagram to come second. All right, so YouTube, Instagram, then our email icon. So I want the icons to be a little bit bigger. So to do that, to adjust the appearance of the icon, go to this icon again, then we make it bigger here. Let's put it on 2. Yes, perfect. That's great. So we have our icon already there. Now the next thing I want us to do is to add some buttons below. So to add the buttons, we just click on add an element, which is this plus icon. Then click buttons. I want to have 4 buttons there, so I'll just add. Okay, let's take it one step at a time. The first button, I want it to be home. All right. The second button, I want it to be courses. Let's name it courses. All right. Oh, my bad. Then we have another button which will be called resources. Then we had another one which will be called contacts. All right, then we click done. But I want to change the appearance. I think these buttons are way too boring, so I'll go to this appearance. Then the background is black, which is fine, but I want, whenever anybody hovers on it, I want it to turn to red. So okay, like this makes a lot of sense. Also, what I want to do next is to, I feel like it's too the shape. I don't like the shape, so let's make it a little bit interesting. So I'll just add, where is it? What I will add there is to add corner rounding. So just to make these edges a little bit rounded. So just do that a little bit. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit. Okay, makes a lot of sense to me that way. Let's do some more. Okay, that's too much. All right, that looks good. So just click done. Yeah, look at what we have now. Much better. Much better. Yes. What we want to do? Okay, so let's just add that to it. Can we make it look exactly like the button? I mean, when we over on these icons too, is it possible that they change color to red too? Okay, it's possible. It's actually possible. So when anybody hovers on the buttons or on the icons, it changes to red. So that's it. That's what we have now, and we are doing great. Wow, car.co website is taking shape. Our one-page website is taking shape. So let's keep going, guys. What you want to do next is to add another section below, which will be for the courses. Now what we are trying to do here is that we have a single page. All right, it's a single page website, but then when anybody clicks on O, they see this page. All right, when anybody clicks on, they see this section that we just did. So we want to add more sections which will carry the courses, the resources, the contact. All right, so to add another section, you click on this plus icon here, then you click on control. Okay, so you can rename it here. You can rename it courses, then click done. Okay, so what you do next is to add a container here below. All right, you can see it has changed. We have a container there now. Click done. So we want to add our heading here, because when anybody comes to this section, you want to make we want them to know where they are. All right, so what we will do is we come here and we duplicate this text because it's big enough, it looks good, so we just drag it down. Bam, great. So we can now edit it here and rename it to be courses. Okay, we can click done. Great. Now what you do now is to add like a gallery down here, which would look like the pictures of our courses. So you can click on this plus. Okay, before that, let's just add a divider just to make it a little bit interesting. Okay, let's just reduce the width of the divider. Okay, great. Can we change the thickness? Let's just change the thickness to, that's great. So we can add a gallery below. All right, so we can add upload our images here. So let's put this image. Okay, great. Let's add another one. So we'll be adding like 4 images there. You know, since we're all about making money online too, so let's add this image. Okay, that's great. Let's add 2 more. Okay, 1 more image. Okay, let's add a picture of this lady. Great. So that's good. We have it already. So that's about it. So I feel like we're done with this section. We shouldn't complicate it. Okay. So what we want to do next is to go to the next section. And to go to the next section, we'll come back to this plus icon. Then we'll click on Control once again. Then we'll rename it to be resources. Okay, then click done. Alright, then we had a container there. Alright, container, because this container is very important. If you don't have a container here, I mean, there's no way you can start to work on this section at all. Alright, so you just click on this part plus icon, then you add your container. Really that simple. So we want to add, you know, a big text here, just for people to know that okay, they're on the resources section. So to add that, we can just duplicate this. We duplicate this, then we drag it down. Fantastic. So we can click on it, then we can rename it resources. Great. Then done. Okay. Okay, you know what, on the courses side, on this part of the courses, you know what, let's just add a little bit of text here. It looks too bland. Okay, so to add text here, don't mind me the fact that I'm, you know, moving from section to section, but let's just add text here. You know, to add the text here, what you do is just click on this plus icon, then click text. You see the text has come to this part, but that's not where we want it. We can just move it up and bring it to the area where we want the text to be. Okay, so that's it there. So we can just we can paste this there, our text, then we can come here to change the appearance, we reduce it, we make it really small. Great. Then I want to make it italic this time. Alright, and to make it italic, you put the underscore. You can see from here. You can put 1 star before the text and after the text. So we can just do that. After the text, 1 star, then 1 star. You know, in the case of making it bolder, it's going to be 2 stars, as you can see it here. So you can see it has been italicized. So that's it. We want okay, let's just leave it like that. No, let's make it like this. So we just, because I want it to be uniform, so let's just make this text font default. Make it the default font. So we change it. Great. So that's it. Looks good. Okay. So what we want to add to we are back to the resource page, resources section, I mean. So what we want to do here is to add a little bit of text. Should we add some text? Okay, let's add an image first. I hope you are following, guys. I hope you are getting it. So let's just add this image. Okay, let's upload this one. Image. Great. Yeah, this looks good. Then we can add few text below. To add the text, we just click text here. Great. Then we add our text in here. Alright. We want to make it smaller. You come here. You know, it looks like we have been repeating the same thing for each section. You know, it's not that hard. I mean, CADcode.co is very simple to use. So you just reduce your text. Anybody can do this, I believe. Okay, good. Looking good. Then, fantastic. So let's change this poppins to default. You know, great. So let's add the button below. The button. Okay. So these are button now. We can rename the button to be get now. Let's just add get now. Alright. As you can see, the button took the same shape with, the button has taken the same shape with, you know, these buttons here, just the way we've designed it the other time. So let's just leave it like that. So we can click done. Alright, fantastic. So our resources section is complete. Nice. Everything's looking good. So we need to work on the last section now, which is the contact section. So to work on the contact section, like we have done before, we click on the plus icon here, and all we have to do is go to control again. This time we'll be putting contact here, contact. Okay, then click done. What else do we need to do? We need to put a container. That's right. So container goes there. So what we want to do here is no long talk here. We just need to add our contact form. Alright. So let's add a contact form there. So we go to form. Alright. Then it brings out the form. But before we do that, why don't we just add the big text here? You know, so that people will know that, okay, they're in the contact section. Alright, so we do what we have always done. We come to this resource, then we duplicate it, then we drag it down. Then we can rename it now. Contact. Great. So what I want to do here also is to, let's just add, a divider there. We can duplicate this divider, then we can drag it down all the way down here. Great. So our form is ready. So to work on the form, we just click on the form here, then you can add the recipient email, which is the email where whenever anybody fills the form, that the email where it goes to. So let's just assume we are putting domain@gmail.com. That's where all the emails, that's been sent to this form goes to. They'll click done. All right. And if you're trying to change the pattern of the form or add more options, you can just add company name, phone number, whatever. But you don't want your form to be too long so that people will get tired and not feel it. So you can just leave it at that. So we are doing well, guys. We are really doing well. So look at it. Everything is looking good. Now what you want to do is add a little bit of animation. Okay, so when anybody comes to our site, there will be a little bit of everything looking fancy and all of that. So to do that, you can come to this page. You can come to, let's assume we want to make this logo, want to add a little bit of effect on the logo. We just come to this play button that looks like this, this icon that looks like play, the play button. It's for animation, so we just click on it. Then on visible, immediately shows up. You can just click on fade in. All right, fade in. What does that mean? First of all, let's check if it's if our website is responsive on the mobile view. Let's see. Looks good. Okay, there's a problem here. The resource, the S is below, which we don't want it to be like that. So what you do is to just come here and reduce the size a little bit. All right, fantastic. That's about it. So every other thing looks good. So we can just put it there, done. So we can continue with our animation. Okay, we put this to fade in. It's okay. Let's work on this image too. Let's add a little bit of animation there. Zoom, slide right. Let's just leave it there. Then the form, let's add animation to the form too. Okay, fade in. It's already there, so click done. So what you want to do now is to make all these buttons functional. All right, so like I said, we want, whenever anyone clicks on this button, it takes them to the different section. Okay, so we want this courses button to link to this part. So what we do here is to put the URL to be hash. You just put hash courses. All right, that's a section, as we were named it here. Resources button, we go to, okay, the courses button, okay, that's what I did there. The home button we go for home. Let's leave that the way it is for now. Okay, courses button we go for courses, courses. Okay, the resources, okay. In the last section, which is contact, then we'll put hash contact. All right, great. So that's about it. That's about it. So click done. So when anyone clicks on this section, it's supposed to take them to, whenever we click on this button pattern, it takes us to these different sections that we have. So click on done. Great. So we want to, let's preview our website first. So we can come to this icon that looks like a diskette. We publish this site, then the site title, we can say Glory Hustler Official. Glory Hustler, that's the site title. Then this description. What a site description means is, for instance, if we go to car.co website now, when I hover on this part, you see that's their description there. Card, simple, free, fully responsive, one-page site for pretty much whatever. So that's it. What's the site description? And you want to make it reasonable. You want to add something sensible here because it's good for your SEO. All right. So for here, let me just say I'm writing Glory Hustler Official card.co tutorial. All right. So that's it. Looks good. So the next thing is to publish. You can just add the name here. Let's just add Glory. It doesn't matter what we had here anyway, but let's just add that. So just publish it. So our site has been published. It shouldn't take long. Now it's taking long. All right, it's done. So let's view our site. Let's go. File, nice. Okay, you see, it brings us to this page, but then this is just this section. That's what we're saying. Okay, but let's see our courses page. Then it brings us here, just courses. All right. But what's happening? Where are the buttons? What if we want to go back? Now we need to do something. We need to do something about that. To do something about that, what we are going to do about that is that we are going to put a button in every section of the page of our, let's put it, these buttons, we are going to have to duplicate it. Let's duplicate it. Then we drag it down. Let's bring it to the bottom here of our courses page. Okay, so we're going to divide it using, okay, let's just bring this divider now below. Okay, that makes sense. So we'll do the same thing for our resource page too. Let's duplicate it again. Let's bring it down. All right, and let's bring this. Let's duplicate the button once again. Let's drag it down. Great. So for the last time, we don't need to bring the divider since we have a divider up here. Let's just bring the button only. So let's duplicate the button one more time and bring it down. Let's drag it down now. Great. So let's save it. Let's publish the changes and let's see if our changes has been affected. Let's reload this page now. As you can see, our buttons are there now, so we can navigate around as different sections that we have. Okay, see, this looks cool, not bad at all. courses, resources, contact. That's nice. Then we can go back home. Now to go back home, so to make sure that when we click the home button, it brings us back to this page, what you have to do is, we would copy our URL, which is this. We copy this, then we'll come to the buttons, then we go to the home URL, then we put in that we put done. We do the same for everything, every of the buttons here, because you can see the home button carries the courses URL, so which is not supposed to be, so we put it like this. So when anybody clicks on home, it takes us back to the first section. All right, so put this, click done. So then we publish this. Let's publish changes. Let's see what's happening. Let's view site. Let's delete this. So let's go to courses first, resources, contact, then let's go back home. Okay, you see, home, it's working now. So everything looks good, guys. So that's about it. The next thing we want to do is to make sure that we don't have this gloriousla.card.co. We want to have a custom domain name there, which we registered on Namecheap. Alright, so we'll get that started real quick. All we have to do is to go to our domain name, our Namecheap dashboard. Okay, then we click on this tab that says Advanced DNS. Alright, so before that, what we're actually supposed to do is we click on this icon that looks like a diskette, then it brings out these parameters, then we click on publish to a custom domain. All right, so we have these parameters, so we would go back to our Namecheap dashboard and click on, remember we are on the advanced DNS tab, then click on add new record. Then we are going to use a record, as you can see from here. Type A, then we are going to click copy this, then we're going to paste the IP address here. We'll copy this also, type A, add new record again, then we paste it here. Alright, so host is going to be heart, just this heart icon, so we just put heart here. Oh, my bad. So we just put heart here. Alright, then we'll do the same for you, as it is shown here. Okay, so that's it. Then we click. We're going to save changes here by clicking on this icon. Alright, so it's saved. That's it. So it will take a while. In the next 2 hours, usually they say 24 hours, but in the next less than 2 hours it should be done. It should propagate. Alright, so that's about it. Let's see. In fact, we can try now. Why not? Let's just give it a try now. So let's say our website is going to be okay. Before then, we have to do something here. Our domain name is going to be coolfacecap.com. Since we are using coolfacecap here, so we can just publish changes first. All right. So site successfully published to coolfacecap.com. All right. So let's see if it's going to even work. Might just try it now. Let's see. Cool. working yet, so we'll try in some minute. So let's retry it. Let's go to a new tab and type in coolfacecap.com. So here we go, it's working already. So as you can see, we have coolfacecap.com and it leads us to this website, one page website that we just built. So let's see, if we go to courses, everything's looking good. Resources, just the way we did it. Then contact, then we can go back home. But if we go to home, it's not going to work. I know why it's not working, so we have to go back now. We need to change it. You know, the home used to be glorious.car.co, but now it has changed to coolfacecap.com. So I hope I'm not confusing you, by the way, but let's just change that real quick so that the home can work. So all we need to do is go to the button. Alright, so we just change this to coolfacecap.com. We can just copy this so that we can apply it to the rest of the buttons. Alright, so that's done. You can come here, go to the home button, paste it there, then do this. That's done. Come here to where's the home button, then we paste it here too. Done. Same thing for here, for the last buttons here. So we paste it, done. Then we can save it once again. We can publish changes. So let's take this off first. So let's revisit our site, coolfacecap.com. Okay, good, it's working nicely. Let's go to courses. Nice. Let's go to resources. Good. Contact. Great. Now let's go back home. Let's see. Great. So everything is working, guys. So we have successfully built our one-page website with car.co. So to get started, you know, just follow. You don't have to build from scratch. Like I said, you can just use the templates available here. I believe with what you have done here, you know, you can easily, you know, get started with the templates. All you have to do is, you know, edit it, change it the way you want it, and you are good to go. You know, you have a lot of template here for profile, for landing page, so you don't have to build from scratch. Do you understand? So if there's any link you need, it's in the description below. So it's great, guys. Thanks for watching this tutorial to the end. I hope you have found it helpful. If you need any help setting up your website, you can drop me a message in the comment section below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Also, I would really appreciate you like this video and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next tutorial. Peace.